We're ready. I'm recording.
All right, cool. So, last we left, our group had just finished combating a number of harpies on a small swinging rope bridge, threatening to fall into the gorge itself. On their climb of the Snowflake Mountains to try and get to the Dwarven fortress on the top of the mountain, in hopes to go under the mountains and underground behind enemy lines and potentially thwart or stymie or investigate about the cause and source of the Giants uprising and the foreboding giant war that is to come. Um, Everybody survived, which is very good. And I believe we had left off where we were about to try and climb the rocks up to the Harpy's Nest to see if there was any fun treasure. Before proceeding onwards up the mountain and hopefully towards the Dwarven Citadel today. So, who was climbing the rocks to get? Cannot remember who said they wanted to investigate, but I remember that was basically the end of last session.
I think I was climbing the rocks.
Cool. Make a athletics check for me.
Athletics.
So the last session was essentially just handling the harpy
Yes,
situation.
it was all a combat with
Ooh.
harpies.
Okay.
Ooh,
Fuck yeah.
look at you!
Look at
you and
that.
your athletics. Okay. So you climb up the rocks, absolutely. And that was Nimloth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a different map, so it's gonna be just like this is where we're going after the rock climbing. More so, yeah, you're there. You're up the rocks. You managed to climb up this mountainside, kind of jumping from rock to rock, hands in the ledges, shimming your way up like a boulder, and eventually making your way up to this one of the larger harpy's nests. On the way climbing up, you saw a few more smaller ones, kind of like sparsed in among the cliff line, which are probably about 30, 40, maybe even 50 feet above the rest of the party, kind of like climbing into this nest. And as you kind of like pull yourself over the edge, you fall in and you land on something a little bit crunchy, not something smooth or soft like the rest of the nest looks like. But then you hear the clattering and the clanking of like bits of like bone kind of shifting from under you.
Is there anything cool here?
Cool. Just give me a quick investigation check. Not super high DC, you're just shifting through bones. Kind of seeing how fast you can do it.
Wow.
Wow, the fates
Oh,
align.
What?
So the rest of you kind of down on the pathway, just hear shuffling from up above, and a small bone kind of like flies out and comes and lands down. Magma, you just dodge out of the way of it as it almost hits you in the head. Shuffling, shimmying, shaking, moving, rustling, and about 15 minutes later, you all are still standing down there. Nimloth hasn't returned, hasn't come back at all. When you just hear this like sigh of relief, like found it. Um, After sifting through the bones for about 20 minutes and just like shuffling through here and finding nothing really worth anything, a dagger here, a little bit of like leather armor that's been picked over there, thread and twine, nothing really serious. You do happen to find a small trinket, a little silver kind of diamond shaped necklace, if you will.
Cool. It's a little necklace.
It's a little necklace. It's probably about if you take your palm and you cut that size in about half, it's probably about half the size of a palm of your hand. And a small diamond shape on a silver chain, and it is a silver kind of like diamond shaped metal with a filigree cut out of it. Or cut into it.
Can I detect magic?
Sure, absolutely. The item is magical. It gives off the magic color of enchantment, which I
Okay.
believe is blue. Blue, purple, blue. I think it's blue. We'll say it's blue. So there is an enchantment magic on it of some sort.
Okay. Um,
To further know what it would be, you'd have to identify it or spend an hour in downtime and resting with it to see exactly what it is and get kind of under your belt. But you do know it is magical and perfect.
All right. Well,
It's
I
kind of-
pocket it and then I go back down to the rest of the group.
Perfect. You make the climb back down easily enough. You made it up just fine. You know the way to go back down, and you land back down with some dust kind of like kicking off of the path where you end up dropping down and landing at. Surrounded by the rest of your party. The dwarves have kind of posted themselves up against the rock. One of them is kind of like laying down sideways, kind of raising their head up as soon as you finally come back.
Sweet.
Hey.
Lord Bourne is just gonna. Is there anything worthwhile in there?
A
just
couple of
fishing for harpy eggs.
bones. Yeah, a couple bones, some eggs. You know. Oh, and this like weird necklace, and I like pull it out of my pocket and dangle it above him.
Not surprising. They do barter in all manner of shinies, things they can try and dot their nest with. So. Oh. And you hear him kind of like grumble as he takes steps back onto the rope bridge one more time, because I believe you all were halfway over it, behind it, where you ended, or across it. But he ends up basically walking to the front of the group and start leading the way forward back up the mountain.
Magnu would hold his arms up and be like, "Toss me an egg."
Sorry, I ate them all.
Liar.
No eggs for Magnu. Diplomacy check failed. No.
Open up my mouth and show him that all the runny egg yolk.
Yikes.
Eating the eggs up in the nest. That's why it took 15 minutes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's like, one of these eggs has to have treasure in it. I'm gonna eat them all. Cool. Yeah. No eggs for Magnu, sadly. But you all do begin to kind of continue winding up the side of this semi-treacherous mountain path. Another 30 minutes or so go by, and you continue winding around to the bend in the road goes left to right, as far as how it's winding up the side of the mountain. And you continue to just like round another corner, and it winds further, snaking back and forth. Eventually, you're around another corner, like you're literally taking a path all the way up the perimeter of this mountain. And as you come around the next bend and kind of look in front of you, you see the road tapers off to the left-hand side, and you would notice that there's a small stone shrine kind of tucked away in the rock side. We are, oh my gosh, what just happened here? What is going on? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. Oh, that's trippy. Sorry. Anyway, as I'm scrolling on my screen, it looks like it's rotating the map, even though it's not. Very weird. Cool. All right. So what all of you see, and we're led by Vorn because Vorn's having fun. Drag all the rest of you in here. Cool. What you all would see is a stone shrine, kind of tucked away in the recess of the mountain wall itself. Seems almost carved into the mountainside for the most part. Large old stones, weathered stones. There is a small platformed altar and a dais, as well as markings and paint kind of covering the perimeter of the structure itself. Seems like some sort of cave art or stone art. 20 feet from the edge of the sheer cliff that kind of falls down, and as one of you kind of walking up looks over the edge, you can just see a sheer fall almost straight down into the descending fog below. You can't even see the ground. It's just fog has kind of covered that part of the area.
Anything immediately recognizable about the shrine? Like, is it ancestral or a religious shrine?
Based on a quick glance, you can see it does have an altar of some sort, almost like a dais, and stairs that kind of lead up to that altar, all focusing on a central point. You can see some like markings in the carvings and the paintings on the wall that can kind of lead you to believe it might be a religious structure of some sort. It's not so much
Hmm.
architectural or like building for a purpose, more so it is like shrine in the side of a mountain.
Do the dwarves seem have any particular draw to it?
I mean, as they notice it, they'll look at it with a little bit of interest. Nothing Nothing really drags any of them to it. They don't seem like very religious folk. However, who was it? The one that I think it's the Zilia, maybe? It's whoever the ranger was. She was yeah, I think it's the Zilia. She was the one who originally lived in the Snowflake Mountains before she moved over to the Star Spires. She would, as she's walking, just kind of like raise her head up, and in Dwarvish you hear she speaks a sentence, and yeah. Does anybody speak Dwarvish? That's the easiest way.
I speak Dwarvish. Warren speaks Dwarvish.
Cool. Who speaks Dwarvish? Warren.
Uh,
Warren. I got you,
Warren,
Warren. Sorry,
yep.
my bad. Perfect. Yeah. The rest of you would hear it just in Dwarvish, but Warren, you and the other dwarves would hear, "Praise be to Dumathoin. May he guide our path." And just basically, she's just like whispering that to herself. But I mean, you can all hear her kind of whisper something in Dwarvish. The name Dumathoin might ring a bell with Cyrus, depending on your knowledge of how many gods you've studied, but
I
it
mean,
might not mean
proficient
much to
in
anybody.
religion.
Yeah, I mean, proficient in religion too. I guess the question more so is that have you studied other gods or just deities in general or anything like that?
I can't imagine he's delved much into dwarvish culture.
Okay, yeah. Then you would just get the enunciation of the word Dumathoin kind of said as if it was like a proper name or something like that. Yeah. And she'll like
Um,
pause for a moment as she looks at the statue itself or the shrine itself.
Warren will sidle up to Cyrus and basically translate what the Zilia said.
Is there? I mean, I understand it's a shrine, but is oh, you okay, baby? Sorry, she just headbutted my mic. The sorry, I understand it's a shrine, but is there anything in particular like would catch our eye beyond that, or is it just keep on moving?
Let's see. I mean, you can make a. If you want to investigate the shrine, you're more than welcome to. Just at a glance, at a distance, you don't really see anything that's noticeable to draw you more so away from the path than if you were to go and investigate it yourself or something like that. And now that you've been informed of that, you can make a religion check to Dumathoin if you'd like to. See what that's about.
I've got
It's still
a
informed you.
proficiency in history. Can I give him the help action?
Yes, so you can actually give the help action, or you can roll a history check to find out something about that. It's up to you. You can roll 2 checks differently, one history,
roll.
one religion, or you can roll the religion with advantage. Cyrus.
What are you gonna do, Paul?
I got a +9, but that's your
Okay,
call.
let's roll separate then.
Okay.
So, Warren, if you could roll a history check for me, and Cyrus, if you could roll a religion check for me. History, nice. Perfect. So, history check. The god Dumathoin is a dwarven deity, of course. You've heard things from guilds and craft and things like that, that they praise a deity specified to different fields of the dwarven life. Like mining is Dumathoin's kind of domain in that regard. And with that religion check, you would get that he is the dwarven deity of mining and underground secrets. Shrines dedicated to him in the history check part of things. Shrines dedicated to him are usually made by tunnelers, miners, diggers, hoping for fortune and wealth in a particular region. And that's what you got.
Interesting. So you said specifically the mining of like artifacts or like valuables?
The proper terminology is the dwarven deity of mining and underground secrets.
Underground secrets.
With this area being overtaken or anything, does it look like it's been defaced by something more than harpies or whatever? Is it?
It does not. It looks like it's weathered.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna turn it to Zilia and ask, do you know if this mine here is attached to the fortress that we were headed to at all?
Could be. Probably definitely made by the people in my clan who own the fortress. I've never seen it before, but you know, it's definitely to our god. It should just kind of like step up a little further. Oh, that's decide. This one, step up further. Just kind of like be looking at the shrine. Now that you're kind of taking a minute to look at the shrine, there are multiple symbols kind of painted on the walls. But each one roughly depicts a mountain in some paint color, shape, or form. And each mountain has a cut, faceted gemstone of jade, kind of like hewn inside of it. One here, here, here.
Each
Basically
mountain.
just all around. Yeah. But each is like the shape of a mountain, like the triangle. And then inside is like an open hole in the painting. Like it's almost like a triforce with a circle in the center. Basically like a diamond with a circle, or a triangle with a circle in the center representing the mountain and a hole.
Okay.
And inside of the hole is a literal jade gemstone in each one.
Okay. Are there any location indicators, any names? Is it laid out in any particular pattern, like it's a map or anything like that?
No, they just seem to be spaced symbolically, like left, right, or left wall, left center, right wall. It's kind of all around the shrine. Evenly spaced, like if you were in a church and you saw stained glass murals, that kind of spacing, just like depicting that these are to the god that they represent. But if you'd like, you can make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Let's see what we come up with. Jesus. All right. Well, a 16 would have done it, but I think you definitely did it. So as you're kind of looking this over and just doing the one over, you're looking for names, you're looking for identifications, you're looking for anything that might guide you. And you look around and you see that there's more than 4 mountains once you get up close. You get up into the shrine itself, and I'm going to say you're here now because fun.
Okay. Yep.
And as you're kind of looking over everything, you notice there are the 4 that are on the walls. And then on the frame of the altar, there are more smaller mountains with smaller gemstones inlaid in there. And as you come around to the backside, you find that one of them is missing a gemstone in it. It has the mountain, it has the hole, it has the space for it. It's just not there.
Okay.
While this is happening, and the rest of you all are watching Warren, You hear something screech out in the distance. It's like loud, rapturous roar of something lizard-like, something angry, something violent, and it's just like a.
Shit.
You also hear the loud beating of wings from a distance.
Inside?
No, very much from out
In the
this way,
sky.
in the sky, from behind you all. The rest of the group is kind of on the path itself. You're the only ones that are really, or he's the only one that's really up there. So y'all are there.
All right.
Donovan mentioned that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, Warren's gonna quickly make his way back down.
Mhm.
You know, putting that to the back burner for the moment.
Augie did not go down in the last fight, right?
No.
I would assume I'd have him up, kind of just circling the area.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you can definitely look
is
through his
it-
eyes if you want. Or can he telepath to you now?
He can, as long as I'm on the same pole,
Yeah,
within
like
100
within
feet of him.
100
Yep.
feet,
Oh,
yep.
nice. Yeah. Cool. So, the telepath would kind of come back from Augie in just like a panic, like, big flying thing. Fuck, get out of the way.
Any images? Was I able to glean
Yeah, I mean, if
anything
you can
from
send images too, yeah. If you can send images, you would see this thing.
it? Yeah, magically communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images telepathically.
Perfect. I love that. It's been a minute, so sorry.
Like owning a drone.
God bless y'all, you monsters. Cool. Let me do a thing.
I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but he can do that to anybody. And then since I'm at the path to the chain with him, he obviously can like actually communicate with me.
Oh, really? I was unaware of that. I'm sorry.
Well, I know me and you have done conversations, between him and I, but like I don't know that we've ever actually tried him sending anything to
So-
anybody else, which I don't know that it's been needed, but
So this is the image that you see. It should be in your journal. You should be able to see the new thing that's just popped up. I don't know if I can share that image with just you without sharing the creature stat with you.
my journal. Where did that move to?
The third slot over from chat box.
You should have a new entry there. I wish I could just show it to like one player, but I think if I show it, I have to show it to all players.
Ah.
Fuck it. I don't care.
Ah, fuck.
Did it just show it to you?
It popped up for me, yeah.
Did it pop up for anybody else?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. I hate that. Oh, I so hate that. Okay, cool.
A
Cool.
confusing description.
No. So basically, what it did was, because I selected you to be the one to share it with, it didn't pop it up on your screen immediately, but when I clicked show to players, it only showed it to people I've shared it with.
Interesting.
That's
That's a
cool. I
two-
didn't know that was a thing. It
Two-step
wasn't a thing.
process.
Yeah, but it wasn't a thing fucking 6 months ago. So.
So how close is this thing?
You get the sense that it's coming in or circling around, probably about 200 feet off, 300 feet off, something like that. It's just not currently visible from where you all are on the cliffside. It seems like it's from above or out of a distance, or maybe even in the fog. It's been seen by Augie, but where is kind of like it's moving? So
So I'm gonna snap out of that real quick, and kind of look around quickly. Is there any source of cover that I can see? Like,
I
is
mean, the
this?
shrine is technically covered. Like this is a bad image because it cut the rocks away, but realistically, the shrine is undercover. Yes.
And there's nothing further on down the path close that we.
It is an open path. There seems
I
to
look
be an anomaly in the side of the walls.
at the ranger and I say, "How far do we have to the entrance of the? We're going to the castle, right?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
way up in the top of the mountains.
Way up. Okay.
She's like at least 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. Well, we won't be able to avoid that for very long. We've got a fairly large creature flying in. We need to take cover either under the outcropping here and get prepared, or
You just see her eyes kind of get wide, and she like runs to the
would I
shrine
know
area.
what I've seen before? Like what I
Yeah, I mean you know what a wyvern is.
Okay, I would just tell everybody we've got a wyvern
Perfect.
heading in. So
Perfect. Now everybody gets to see it. Just because I like sharing stuff.
I mean, I
Save
guess with
changes.
Augie, I would know what a dragon.
Show to fire. Show to
Someone-
everyone. There you go. Have fun. It's
Fuck
that fun
yeah.
bitch. And she basically just like hauls
Sick.
ass toward the alcove. The rest of the doors are gonna kind of like tuck in as soon as you say the word wyvern. Like, oh shit. Yeah, hiding usually the best option. Simone's little small gnome self is just gonna run behind everybody else following the group. Marilyn will pull both blades. Athana's just kind of gonna follow the group. Cade would probably be under as well. Yeah, people making moves.
For sure.
Magna just standing on the cliff's edge.
No, Magni moving. Don't you worry, bro.
Magna hiding from big things that can swoop you off the ground.
That's what I'm thinking. We got a lot of easy to carry off things here.
Yeah, a lot of big grabbables. That killed my voice to do it the first time, even though it sounded really good. You hear that screech happen again, and just like closer this time. Not have peaceful music right now.
Yeah, I mean, Warren's gonna crowd in, but
Yeah.
stay in front.
Okay, cool. So you all kind of crowd in. Oh no, I just covered up people.
Oh fuck! I don't have any spells.
Most
Yeah,
people are out of spells. We've used a lot.
Yep.
A long day.
This is we're 2 fights in.
It's almost like these mountains are treacherous or something.
Something like that.
As you all crowd in, you hear the beating of wings kind of whoosh, 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 and you hear it scream out again, much closer to you now, and it almost sounds like it's right above you all in this outcropping. You can't really see over where you're tucked into it because you are tucked into the mountain itself. You hear it screech one more time, and you see some of the rocks that are above you all, on like the cliff above where you're kind of like tucked in under, just begin to like fall down as you hear the massive sound of claws scrape against rock and knock some of the rocks down and just kind of like knock this debris down. Screeches one more time, and you guys are just holding your breath, being very, very, very quiet. Bless. Let's see how it does on this actually.
Good
Monster
question.
stats, yes.
I still have my pearl of power. Would that have been used last time? Because I was not here for that combat. So
It was not used last time.
so I do have at least one in the.
Alright, let's see if it
Okay.
can perceive. Great. Great. I love that. Cool. As you all are just trying to stay quiet and have chosen this action, you hear the beating of those wings take off again. And it slowly starts to fade away into the distance.
I would probably be watching Azagi
Mhm.
from a very as far away as he can be to not
Yes.
attract attention.
Okay.
Just watching, that it's which direction it's going, and
It
that
flew
it's
off
not
to the south, and it seems to be flying away.
okay.
Down toward the bridge where the harpies were, further down the mountain a little bit. Until it
I'd
gets
come out
off
of that,
into
and
the fog, into the distance.
we need to move now before it decided to come back up.
Um.
Or do we
Okay.
make camp here?
Well, probably should get
No.
moving.
I'm going to approach Decia
Mhm.
and ask her if she's got. I'm going to tell the group about what I found on the altar.
Okay.
And ask if she's got like spare gemstone or like a spare piece of jade that we could quickly fashion and stick in, just for curiosity's sake.
She kind of looks around, checks her bags, rifles through some things. She's like, I don't know if I have anything. And then you see like this just like eureka moment kind of like pops into her head, and she takes the um goggles that she kind of wears wrapped around the top of her head off of her head, and then just kind of like forcefully hits one of the sides of it and pops out the gemstone. So now it's one stone in and just one open goggle, and she kind of like hands you the stone. Like, of course, why didn't I think about that? Green tint and all that. Here you go. She hands you this nice jade gemstone.
Sweet. I go to the back and or wherever the mountain is, and I try to quickly fashion it fit.
Cool. I mean, you take it. You notice that it's a little bigger than the hole you're trying to fit it into. Do what you can to kind of like try and whittle it down. It's a jade gemstone, so it's not really whittleable in that regard. You could try and break it in half. You got the tools to them, so you could do something like that. But essentially, you take the time, about 5 minutes or so, and kind of get this thing fixed. Everybody's getting a little tense and a little nervous. You get it set up to the way you want to, and then you insert it into the missing slot. As you do this, we'll say Vorm is kind of leaning on the wall, just waiting for you to get done. And then you hear him just like shout out, like an exclamation of like, "Oh, what's that?" And you can see, and everybody kind of turns as this happens. You can hear it too, the sliding of stones, and you can see that the back wall of the altar almost starts to shift, and each stone individually starts to move and separate, kind of like prying open, almost, and pulling the stones back as they reform on each other into what appears to be like two kind of columns opening a passageway, which looks like this.
Cool.
Oh hey.
Fuck yeah.
Right through the back of the altar here.
Nifty.
The path leads straight into the rock and begins to descend into darkness.
Magnu gets very
Enjoy.
excited at the idea of going underground.
You hear Silas being like, because us going towards a fucking shrine has always worked out well for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's a dwarven shrine, you should be able to trust it, though. You kind of hear Vorden kind of exclaim, and you just see Desaya kind of like marveling at it. She's like, "Secret tunnel in a shrine. I love that. I
Yeah.
gotta make sure to write that one down." It's like, it's genius. And the other dwarf is guy. The Zilly is just like, I never would have guessed.
Well, we need not to be on this trail for now. Let's check it out.
Into the mountains, and Vorden will kind of like walk first.
I'll stick behind him.
Magnu will excitedly hurry up and follow
Yeah,
behind.
all right. Cool. So you all make your way into the mountain. Into the mountain. As you all get in, and everybody kind of like passes through the doorway, and down the trail, kind of winding to the left and then winding further to the right and descending about 20 feet or so into the rock, you hear as the rocks behind slowly start to reform into a solid wall and close behind you. The entire party being enveloped in darkness. Anybody who has dark vision, it's great for you guys. Y'all can kind of see. Anybody who doesn't have dark vision is plummeted into complete darkness. What is our marching order into the underground? It is Vorn.
Then
Vorn
Specs
Warren.
Warren. Yep.
And
Magnu.
Yep.
Oh.
Gotcha. Just trying to get my map right first. Alright, let's do characters. Characters. Yeah. Notable NPCs. Alright, so Born first. Spec second. Magnu third.
Probably take the rear.
Two. Where is Nimloth in all this?
I'll be right in the middle.
Perfect. And we'll populate everybody else somewhere in here. Marilyn. Kendron.
As far as dark vision goes, I think everybody's got it except for Cade, but we made him night vision glasses,
Hmm.
goggles.
This is true.
So I think
Just
we're all
make
good.
sure all your tokens have vision. Night vision, yes. Night vision, yes. What is that? Why shouldn't she have it? And she does. Why do things never go the way I want? It'd be so much easier if they just went the way I want. So Cade doesn't, but you gave him night vision goggles. That's right.
Yes.
Cool. And Athena has supervision.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Alright, excellent. As you all descend down into these caves, it is quiet, it is dark. You can kind of see the shades of gray in front of you as the path continues to swerve downward and further into the mountainside. Before kind of like flattening out and becoming just a nice rounded cave, probably about 10 to 15 feet tall in some spots, shoulder width length, wide enough for maybe 2 people wide to pass through at one time. There are jagged rocks sticking out of all of the formation. Like this was roughly dug in as a tunnel a long time ago. And we are on a new map. No, not that new map. This new map. In the Undermountain. Where is my music? I need to not have 1,000 songs on here. It's the real problem.
It's nonsense. You just need to organize them better.
You know what?
The more songs, the better.
You get out of here. You all are in
Darkness.
the Undermountain Cave. Are you in
Mhm.
darkness? Or are you
Oh yeah, I'm in pitch black,
Yeah.
baby.
We're all in darkness.
You're all in darkness because you're not on the right layer.
Yeah, sir. I have night vision, or not night vision. Okay, I have night vision. I'm just gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that.
This is my tactical kobold. He's got night vision.
Hold on.
I don't come
I
cheap.
revealed the entire thing. Give me a sec.
We're not supposed to see the blue lines.
No, you're not.
Whoa,
Looks like a gecko hand.
sir, you're ruining my illusion.
My, what is it? Suspension of disbelief.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
My immersion.
Fine. You know what?
Yeah.
Nobody's immersed. You don't get immersed.
Deletes the project, leaves the Discord.
Entire game gone.
Never
Good
heard
job.
from again.
God bless y'all. I hate you monsters.
Hey, no, there's only 2 of those on the team. Or 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only me.
Yeah, just you.
Yep, I'm the only monster on the team.
Crazy.
How
Mm-hmm.
do I fix is the question.
Should have been a blue boy. What are they called? The
Blue
smart
boy?
ones. Yeah.
Bear bug? A bugbear? Or
No.
no, they're not very smart.
Vidalkins? Those are the green guys.
We're talking like the fuzzy bear-like people.
Mm-mm. They're like,
Ewoks.
No.
nah, they're super smart. Yeah, it's Vidalkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could have been another cat person.
Can you see everything now?
I see
Uh,
everything. I see like everything I was seeing in gray.
Yeah. Can't see ourselves.
Damn it.
You got this. I believe in you.
Problem is I can't reduce vision, so now you should only be able to see the tunnel, yes?
Mm-mm. Black.
Black now. Plunged into darkness. Curse of the dwarven gods taking our tactical bubble vision away.
Yeah, you keep fucking it up. That's on me. Look at me.
You're fine.
being-
No rush.
No.
No worries, man.
There we go. Alright.
Much better. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Now we fixed the problem. Now you can see
Yeah.
tunnel. Yay!
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Now I
good.
see tunnel. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So what originally happened was you all were on the lighting layer, and then when I moved you all to the regular layer, it moved the lighting layer's borders with it. So you get to see the world. You don't get to see the world. It's not the world. You all have a long and dark tunnel in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's a tunnel.
Sweet. I nudge Vorn forward, encouragingly.
He continues on. You all come to a wider segment of the tunnel. Fun stuff. Ask everybody to play along. For all the funsies. Oh God,
Magnu is confidently walking forward.
confidently walking forward. I love it.
Confident.
Not a care in the world.
No. This is his life. Where he used to live.
NPCs. Everybody's control of NPCs. We all have that.
Warren periodically looks at Magni's war pick to see if it starts glowing or anything.
Why would
What
it
does
glow?
glow for again?
It doesn't glow. It communicates to me whenever there's shinies around.
Keep telling me the shinies. Cool.
Yeah.
Vorn keeps going forward. The cave is dark. The cave is quiet. It narrows out, and it's only going to be like a single file pathway going forward from here.
Or the technical
once we get-
definition, it is called detect shiny.
Detect shiny. That's right.
Yeah, it works exactly like detect magic, except for it detects shiny things,
Shiny.
such as rare ores, stones, gems.
Love that for us.
It can penetrate. It has the ability. It can penetrate rock or dirt, rock, wood, and brick. However, a thickness more than 3 feet deep blocks its detection.
Nice.
Yeah, so just like
Um,
magic detection.
Sick. This path curves around to the left-hand side, kind of like taking a left-hand curve and dip, before it kind of splits. And before you, we'll drag body to kind of single file around here. People can get a vision if they want to get a vision. We will until we get to here and then figure out what our single file line is. We'll put Donna here, Cade here. Someone somewhere in here, following intently, trying to keep up with Warren. Because she feels safe around Warren. Cecilia and Bronnanville are going to kind of like post up in here somewhere, covering Cade. And the rest of you guys will be following in behind. You see that the path kind of splits into 2 different directions. One that keeps curving around to the left, and winding through the tunnels, and another that kind of splits, goes on a little vertical cleft, and then disappears down to the south. Or down to the right, I should say.
Hmm.
We split the party.
But Vorn stops and waits for thoughts. Just completely following lead at this point. He's leading, but not leading. Where do you go? What do you do?
I don't know, Magno.
Um,
What do you think?
Can
Keep hugging the
I?
right wall.
Let's see. Can I do an investigation check to see if I know which way is like the normally traveled path, and which way is like a rougher path?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll
Since
give
you're
him the
already
help
investing.
action. Roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Please.
Okay, good.
Please.
Go for it.
Magni sticks a
Yeah.
Magni like sticks a finger in his very large mouth, pulls it out, holds it up to the air, and what is it? What,
Just kind of look at you strangely.
yeah, what's he sense?
There's no moving air in here. However, your intuition with caves would tell you that the wider path in front of you seems more commonly traveled.
Yeah, and Magni would look at the group and go, "Well, sticking around the corner and going straight forward seems to be the most commonly traveled path. This other one seems to be a bit rougher and not as well traveled."
Place
Hmm.
dedicated to underground secrets. Do we want to leave any stones unturned or just follow every path available to us?
We gotta be careful. We're running low on.
Do either one of these
Smells.
Did either one of these paths look like newer?
Um,
Like,
like
let
the
me
one in
like.
front of you looks like
Yeah.
it's been carved out pretty well. The
Mhm.
one to the right of you looks like it's a little more narrow. Looks like it's a little smaller.
Okay.
Maybe more recent. Doesn't look as well fleshed out as the large path in front of you that has
Gotcha.
15-foot ceilings and 5 to 10 feet of space widthwise the entire way down. The other path is much smaller. It goes to about a 10-foot ceiling at max places, and some even less than that, some 8 foot, some 6 foot, and then it seems to disappear off a drop. So like the drop is right here, basically.
Does anyone have a torch?
I have an Augie that's got blind sight.
I have a torch.
One torch.
Just one torch though.
You
I
Or actually, no.
put
Hold on. I
a-
got 10.
I can make rocks glow, I think.
Oh, you can make rocks glow? That might be useful. He
Pretty
picks
sure.
up a rock and he goes, "Make this
My
glow."
sword will illuminate itself.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to throw your sword down a hole?
Let's throw your
No,
sword
but
down.
then throw my dragon down the hole. That can fly back up, and I can still know what's going on.
That's fair. Yeah, do it. Go for it.
So, I mean, I'll push my way through the halflings here and up towards the front of the group. And
Okay, where are we throwing the light source?
Yeah,
Down
while he's
down the
yeah.
down the
down this one.
yeah, down
Yeah.
the drop right there.
Yep.
Okay, so Augie's gonna throw the light source, and then I'm gonna toss Augie down the tunnel and see what happens.
Light source goes, clanks over the top of the cliff, falls down. You can hear it clatter on rocks, kind of going down the torch while it's burning. Falls and lands. Probably about down there. You send Augie down, and with your Augie sight, you would see this falling, kind of stumbling path, small cave, opens up into a larger chamber. Where this cave is like coming out of the one of the topmost ports of it. So like the cave opens up and then drops even further into this chamber. Zoggy's flying down around there and looking around. You can see there's a small alcove in the southwestern part of the chamber.
Can I
Kind
move
of
my
raised up.
character token?
Yes, I will. Yes.
But I won't go crazy here. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so you would see the small alcove that's kind of raised up down here. This larger pit that leads into a small pathway. And just out of the edge of the pathway, you can see that that kind of spindles into a left and a right choice of paths. Um, what is actually down here is not too much. Make a perception check with Augie for me. Boop, boop, boop.
I can't roll shit with him.
It's all good. It happens. He's got a +3. That's not bad, but that's a bad roll. Cool. As he's flying around down here, it's a round room, man.
Now, where we threw the torch down and he flew down, is it actual walkable, or is it?
It
Or
can
is
be
it an
traversed.
actual-
Like it's a small little like. It's not a drop. There are shelves like steps, kind of in the rock that you can kind of walk down.
Okay. Well, I guess while
It's
I'm
going to be a little
looking,
bit of a duck for some of your taller party members, but they can make it through.
as I'm looking through his eyes, I'm just gonna be kind of whispering, or I guess there's no need to whisper, but
I'm shouting what I see.
talking about what I see, and then be like, I don't really see any reason why to go down here, but there are more pathways. I can. We can keep exploring, or we can all go down and look. But looks like there's quite a bit to.
Branching
discovered.
Paths is the name of the game, basically.
Yeah.
And for all that remember the plot, we are trying to get vertical. We need to go up to the fortress. But it's whatever you guys want to do.
Then I just say we just keep going on the path.
Cool.
Anybody else?
Augie returns. The light source is going to stay down here. Cool.
I mean, big round room sounds like I don't know.
round room.
Medium round room. I don't know.
Round. I don't know.
Sounds like MTC set up a boss fight that y'all are avoiding.
Yeah, so it sounds like the
The gods that be said, "Hey, something's
yeah.
here."
the wyvern set up a nest here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh god, that would be the worst. An underground wyvern.
Yikes.
Just fuck all.
As a last ditch effort,
Mm-hmm.
he does have a passive perception of 13. Does that help my odds at all with that
No.
horrible roll? Okay.
Nope.
Let's try him.
Alright. So you guys continue on the path, winding and curving.
Is that what everybody
Um,
wants to do?
Yeah.
Unless you'd like to go down the hole.
I mean,
Secrets
Warren
on the hole.
hates to leave anything
Yeah.
unsearched, undiscovered.
I mean, you all have time. It's not like you don't.
It's been a while since we've dungeon scrolled.
but it's true. I
um,
don't,
we're not exactly in the best position for it either, though.
yeah, I feel like we're not going to be down here. So it's just whether or not we want to.
It could just be a resting area.
Yeah.
You never
We
know,
go down
it's
and we can go down short rest while some of us take a look around.
That's what you want to do?
Any comments, questions, concerns?
Nimloth?
Nimlothi, the swing boat.
Fucking, let's just go.
Like down the tunnel or the main
No,
path?
down. Yeah, the main path.
Down the main path.
Down the main
Okay.
path. Just go. Cool. Alright, bet.
Alright.
You all continue to walk down the main path, winding and weaving around these corners. And whoever's in the front, other than Vorm, because he's not a good front leader, he's going to take a step back. Let one of you guys lead for fun's sake.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got you.
I need whoever's leading with vision to make me a perception check.
Not the best at this, but I'll give it a shot. 12?
Jeez, that's not bad.
Better than 9.
Yeah, 12 plus 1, that's not bad. So as you kind of come around this corner, you see the kind of room opening up again into a much larger chamber. You notice as you're just kind of walking, you take one step forward, just walking down this path, and you realize that something has like gotten onto your foot. And you pause for a moment, just raise up the clawed-like foot that you have. You look at it, and you see something kind of like silky, kind of hanging off of it.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. Like, is it sticky?
It is sticky.
Would I have the assumption of going, that's spider web?
Probably is a spider web or a cobweb of some sort.
I turn around and go, I stepped in a spider web.
You so?
Did the other path have spider web?
The other path did not have spider web.
Magnu is changing his mind and wants to go back to the small path.
As Magnus says this and turns around, all of you can kind of see. Well, Cyrus, you can see into the next room with this massive chamber. The massive chamber seems to branch off into multiple spindling paths off in the distance. Just one up here, one over here, paths for paths.
Mhm.
It seems that the cave opens up vastly from this large room.
Does it look webtastic?
With dark vision, it's a lot of grays, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Spider-Man had an orgy down here.
A lot of shades of grays. I mean, it might be webtastic. It might just be gray. Don't give me that sigh.
Where's the torch?
The torch is down in the hole.
Yeah,
It's down the
you threw it down the hole, yeah.
Okay.
Torch
Do we
is
have
gone,
another
baby.
torch?
I got another torch.
Light another torch. Where's the torch
Oh.
gone?
I'm just chucking it through that through that pathway to see if it sticks in the air. Because if it does, we're going the other direction.
You check the torch. Make a strength check for me.
Here comes my natural one here.
You already had one of those. It's all up from there.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
Cyrus's fear. It's lending him strength. The adrenaline pumping.
This is not Cyrus's fear. This is Zach's fear.
You throw the torch into the center of the room. It lands on the ground. Clink, clink, clink. And where it lands, a little bit of path kind of catches for a moment in a brief flicker of flame and then dissipates, and the flame is just sitting there in an open hole. Or a small hole in the center of this area. It
So the
illuminates
whole
this
floor
entire
is
cave.
basically
The cave is about 30 to 40 feet tall. 20 to 30 feet tall. Rounded at the top with stalactites and stalagmites coming up and down, respectively. And the light kind of flickers off of the top edges of this cave. Seeing what you can see now, off over here you see a massive collection of weapons.
oh no.
Right now, who wants to go back?
Hold on. All right. Can I wild shape into a spider?
Certainly can.
Okay. It's gonna be a little tiny spider.
Tiny spider, okay.
Yeah. And
So you wild shape into a tiny spider.
so I'm just gonna kind of scatter along the wall and try to get up on the web. Oh, I'm tiny. Oh man.
Mhm.
Tiny spider.
Tiny spider.
Yeah.
Okay. You skitter in.
Okay.
Skittering in even further, you can kind of see with your spider 8 eyes and the blasted in vision. I mean, you're on the side of the wall. It is slightly webbed on these walls closest to you. very sparse. But you do find thread to be able to like crawl onto.
Okay. And when I'm on the web, can I detect if there are any other spiders on the web?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Because I think I can, dependent on the
You
spider.
can because it's
This
the way spiders-
this son of a bitch has an idea.
I love it. No, I appreciate
There
it.
was,
It's been
there
far too
was
long.
there was a point to this. That's good.
There was a point to this. I'm not just turning into a spider.
Yeah, just
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sitting there like
This wasn't
he's
called
gonna
out
go
even
in
more.
this. He's
No,
gonna
here's-
go
a
in there
spider
and get
form and jump
eaten.
on Cyrus's head. Like,
Here's the real question, Danielle. Was that the plan, or did you just want to start into a spider and then you're like, oh, I could do this?
Now that we're
that
here.
was the plan.
so you feel motion through the line.
Oh.
You don't feel much from this webbing in this corner. This seems like there's not a lot of things and stuff going on this side of the rocks. However, you do feel tension throughout the webs, and you can feel something moving on the webs, kind of off to the distance.
Okay.
However, it doesn't feel like a bunch of multiple somethings.
Just one something.
As best you can guess from here and the feelings that you're putting out as a spider, yes.
Fucking Shelobs on the other side of this room.
Well, hold on.
Mhm.
Okay. So I guess I can. So I did wild shape into a spider, but it has one of the traits for the spider is while in contact with, it's called web sense. It says while in contact with the web, the spider knows the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web.
Perfect. So you know the exact location of it is right here.
Okay. I'm just gonna like kind of crawl on the ground and go towards it. And then when I get to this wall, I kind of want to get as high up as I possibly can,
Okay.
so I can like look down into this area.
Cool. Absolutely. As you look down into this area, I'll say you've got a good vantage from there. You're looking with your 8 eyes, and it's kind of distorted, but you kind of focus all of them in and look down. You do see a lot of heavy webbing that kind of goes back into both of these tunnels. This is definitely where the tinges are coming from, and the tension is much more taut here, and you can kind of feel it in every bit of being the spider that you are. I'm not going to get into too many details because I know we have a spider phobia thing going on, and I don't want to be all about spider shit all day.
Not a phobia. I just really don't like him.
And neither do I. Writing this was tough. Trust me. As somebody who also fucking can't stand spiders and spider kin things. I get it. However, the shifting seems like it's still coming from inside the cave, and you get just a glimpse with your 8 eyes, and you see a massive creature on the webs.
What the fuck is that?
The creature
What
you
is-
see has scales of some sort. and
Okay.
multiple legs, 8 in total. Mandibles for teeth, kind of like a pincers thing going on.
Those wings? What the fuck?
What appear to be spider silk threaded wings on its back.
Okay.
This creature is probably about the size of a small horse.
Okay.
With a strong web.
And is messing with something in the area.
So
As you
it's
sit there and
distracted.
watch it for another moment or two, you can see that it is moving each one of its limbs in contact with something, and you can see it's kind of like creating some sort of more webbing around whatever it's messing with. And the more you see it, the more your instincts of being a spider and things like that kind of kick in. You can see it is webbing something up actively. spindling something in this web.
Oh, good. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. What do I have? Hold on.
The rest of you are sitting down in a tunnel,
Yeah.
seeing
Oh.
a flame, and have no clue where Nimloth has
Or-
gotten off to.
Yeah, all we saw was Nimlot disappear, and then it just it's gone.
Yeah. In the middle of
Nimloth
talking about who
disappears.
wants to turn back, Nimloff just disappears. And it's like, okay.
So what are the rest of you doing while Nimloth is observing the
Fucking
other
hell.
side of the world?
Debating if we want to go in.
Cyrus is hyperventilating. The last time we were around a lot of spiders was not fun for him.
No, it wasn't. It was
I mean,
a
we
bad
did. That was the first time I had that spell available to me, so that, you know, it was okay. But
time. It's up to you guys. What are we doing? Also, you know
Mhm.
that spider sense works both ways as far as web sense goes.
Mm-hmm.
If it likely has noticed you, it has not made any motion towards you.
Okay. Well, I'm
But
just
you
going
are a spider, so
to.
that kind of makes sense. If you weren't a spider, it might be different. You're not sure. You're just a little spider.
Gotcha.
Just a little spider guy.
Little
Spider
spider
guy.
guy.
Spider.
Spider guy, climbs along the walls.
Well, I kind of want to crawl back to where I was originally.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, I'm aware how bad that was. It's okay.
Just,
You all can laugh at my lame rhyming scheme. Great.
I think we've all taken a crack at the lame jokes this session.
That's fine. Cool. So, crawling towards you all now is this very tiny spider that you would notice, Magnu, with your ridiculous sight or cave vision.
Question: what kind of spider are you?
A tiny spider.
Tiny
Tiny
spider.
spider.
That's the class description. It's a tiny spider.
The small
Yeah.
kind.
The small kind. The small kind of tiny spider.
As I approach
Yes.
the group, I'm going to wild shape or end my wild shape and go back into my elvish form.
Nimloth, what did your elf eye see?
Suddenly, this tiny thing in front of you grows back into a Nimloth, almost catching
Yeah.
you off guard, because you could barely see the spider in the first place. Cool.
We have a problem, guys. And I whisper this. There's a very big spider with wings in the other room.
So terrifying.
So I'm guessing you're on team go back.
And I'm pushing past everybody saying, huh? What'd you say?
Cool. So Nimloth is going back. Is the rest of the party joining?
yes,
I think so.
All right. So you all make your way back. Nimloth pushing ahead in front, being the first one down the step.
Cyrus
The rest
is looking for signs. Is there more webs in this tunnel? Like, you know, like
there are
this is
no
part of
webs
it.
in this tunnel.
Thank God, maybe it's too big.
Certainly think that. You all make it down into the lit area. I'll bring you all in here. And it's an alcove. It's probably about 15 feet tall. The raised up space is only about 5 feet from the ceiling because it does go up 10 feet here. But you all are able to kind of be in this outcropping of stone and rock. Oh no, what did I do? I just messed everything up. I've been moving people's people. Oop.
Now, isn't this nice?
Nice little boss room instead of being in the big boss room. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I need to do that. You go back to being invisible. Now nobody can see you.
Do we continue on, or do we rest? What's the plan?
Is this
Who's 12? Who am I missing? I missed somebody. Everybody
I guess
moved to the left.
I would be coming out to this this area just to peek kind of through the opening. And I mean, is it, you know, is there anything of note
Who am I
that I
missing?
can
There are
see?
12 people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're
As you
missing
look at, fuck, who am I missing? God damn it.
Kindred. Kindred
Kindred.
Brittle Brow.
Where did he go? Why do I not like him? Kindred, where are you?
He got hit by the spider. That's what he's wrapping up.
Oh god. The realist fate. You count your heads and there's only 11 of you.
Like, ah, shit. Time to go back.
Is he underneath someone else?
I just moved everybody. He's not. He literally just like vamped from the map.
Crazy.
Like in a web.
Yeah, probably. Cool. Sorry. What was the question? I'm sorry.
I'm not
Oh, is
going
there
into
things you
this
see?
walkway, but can I, you know, what can I see?
You see the path kind of not going into the walkway, but looking. You see the path splits into a number of paths going up here. Goes out to here and splits into more paths. So there's probably about 5 paths in total. Estimate.
Oh.
Looking down this hall, you can see another round chamber kind of room, as you can see off to the distance. Before it kind of fades out, before you can see the back wall of the cave. I don't know, but I do believe no, nobody's really hurt. You can keep on if you want to, or you can take a rest. But I know some people are out of spell slots. I don't know if a short rest
Say
fixes that.
short rest would fix that for me and make me not useless.
Yay, warlocks.
Yeah.
Warlocks. It's up to you guys. What do y'all want to do? You kind of scouted this place out, and it seems "quote unquote" safe.
Yeah, I'm down for a short rest. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Short rest.
Cool. As you all short rest and do your short rest things. Short rest or long rest? Probably do either. It's up to y'all. Might only need a short rest.
Because
But
it's only
Yeah.
mid-afternoon, isn't it?
it's probably about 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
3 o'clock. Cool. You short rest. Doing the short rest things. Oh. You take about an hour or so in this cave. Resting, relaxing, kind of. All the dwarves kind of get together in their own right. And start talking about some things over in the corner. All the dwarf fun, things like that. So I'm checking out this cave and just trying to like figure out what and where they are in relation to where the castle might be. Simone is going to come over and just try and chat with you, Warren. Do a little bit of catch up and figure out how you've been, where you were, hear about some of your adventures if you'll tell her. Very
yeah.
enamored with you in general. You can see Marilyn is kind of like sitting down, sharpening all 3 of her blades in the hour that she has. And Adana is just kind of hanging out, resting beside a rock, taking pace of the time.
In between talking to Simone, I'll tell Nimloth that I could ritual cast Identify on the necklace unless he just wants to spend his time like focusing down on it.
Yeah, go ahead and do that if you want.
Okay. And that'll only take 10 minutes out of the hour.
Cool.
Okay, and then handle the necklace.
So you do identify on the necklace, trying to figure out exactly what it is and what it does. As you kind of spend the time identify the object, you find out that it is what is known as a fortune teller's trinket. It grants the user the access to the clairvoyance spell once per day for no spell slot cost.
Ooh.
Nice.
Sorry, say that again?
It is a fortune teller's trinket, and its ability is to grant the wizard spell Clairvoyance to the user once per day for no spell slot. So basically, it's a free cast of the spell Clairvoyance if you should choose to.
Sick.
Nice.
It
Okay.
recharges it daily at dawn, so even if you use it and hand it to somebody else, it won't have any charge until the next morning. But you can use it once per day.
Nice.
Very nice.
Put that back in my
Cool.
pocket.
And Clairvoyance is a decent spell.
Is a what?
Pretty good spell.
Oh yeah.
So level 3 divination. Best part is, since it's an item that casts it, it doesn't require a material component.
Or concentration.
Does still take 10 minutes to cast, but
Yes. See that. Crazy.
not bad. Anyway, you have that in your back pocket now.
Nice.
and
Okay.
Just for fun. Can't do it there. I'll do it. It's fine. Cool. So you have Clairvoyance. That's fun. You all rest and kind of get your time together, doing the things that you have to do, picking yourselves back up. The hour passes without much interruption. I will say about 45 minutes into the rest, that you're taking about an hour to rest and relax in, you do feel a large tremor kind of shake the cave. It's slight at first, but then you can see the rocks and the pebbles on the ground kind of near you guys shaking and jittering. And you hear the rumbles, feel the vibrations, and then it ceases.
Well, I guess we
look
need to
over-
get going.
I look over at the ranger. Does she seem surprised by that, or she used to live in these mountains? So
No, I mean, she grips her weapon a little tightly. Doesn't really seem surprised, though. The other dwarves don't really mind the rocking too much, so they don't really say anything about it either.
Well,
If they
let's
are
roll.
worried about something they haven't mentioned to you. Cool.
Warren's
Alright.
gonna
We're rolling.
we're gonna take off towards the front.
I love that for him. It's great.
Is there
the first to die?
yeah.
Mhm.
Do any of
Um,
these pathways like lead in an upwards direction?
So this one actually leads to a rock slide.
Okay.
Like
So
a
that
cave
stops
in.
there.
Yeah, it stops there. This rounded path seems to be another large alcove, kind of like what you were just in.
Okay.
Just from a base eyeing of it. The other one also appears to be something very similar, just like a nice outcropping of a round room. Nothing much in it. However, right as you kind of turn away from this pathway and kind of look down the other way, you see something large kind of skitter across the wall and into the shadow.
Oh boy.
It skitters over in this direction, then disappears.
how large?
Slightly smaller than a horse.
Slightly smaller than a horse. No. I guess the image you would get when you're kind of turning away, you would just see like this movement or shadow of something like, God, whatever it was long.
Okay.
It wasn't really like, I mean, it wasn't small, if that makes sense. Like it was something pretty big, but you just see like something, a large shadow, maybe a tail, maybe a creature, maybe something just it's gonna like slide out. I'd probably trying to give a good dimension of what it might be. probably about in the shape of a 50-gallon drum barrel.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
At least that kind of sizing.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's kind of like disappears out of your view, and you look back and it's gone.
All right. Can I say I used the last 10 minutes of the rest to also ritual cast a detect magic? I have that
Sure.
running for about 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There is no magic that you detect.
All right. I'm going to pass that information on to whoever's behind me, whether that's Kindron or
Yep.
Vorn or whoever. You
Nice.
said this is just a rock slide down
Yeah.
this way.
Yep.
There's
Rock slide down here.
Yep.
There was something scurrying into the corner of this room
Okay.
that disappeared, and now when you kind of like step down and look in the entirety of the room, you don't see anything in this chamber. Make a perception check for me. 12
12.
perception. So as you're looking around the chamber, you do notice up in the top left-hand side of this roundish room a small hole, not small, a decent-sized hole.
Yeah.
In the rock itself.
That might fit an oil barrel.
It might fit an oil barrel.
That's a
Could
random,
it?
non-specific example.
Could it possibly fit a Magnu?
Well,
Oh,
sure it
100%.
could.
I'm.
Absolutely could.
I think Magnu's much smaller than an oil
Size-wise,
barrel.
it's much smaller than an oil barrel. Yes. And I only say that for dimensional size.
Yeah.
I mean, I could offer to check it out.
That is the
Oh,
best
yikes.
description of a barrel-chested antagonist ever.
Wow.
I could also turn into a spider again.
Sure, but it could not be a spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be some that eat spiders.
I'm gonna stick with Magno
Spider eater per se.
if he does anything.
Cool.
I mean,
Uh,
go look at the hole, I guess.
cool. It's a hole. It's about 15 feet up from the ground. Right here.
I scurry up to it.
Cool. You climb rocks easily enough. You get up to the hole, and you're able to climb into it. It does wind into the rock, and takes like a sharp left, or it takes like a sharp right, into the rock itself. If you want to follow it, you'll be walking into the hole.
I give him one of the glowing rocks. I can make it glows like 5 feet, bright light, and then dim light beyond that.
Okay, yeah. I'll be right back. And Magnu will head in there and just give it a quick look see.
Is this a smooth hole like it's been bored, or has this been like scratch marks dug out and around it? And
We'll say scratch marks. Doesn't look like it was cleanly made, no. Cool. Magnu, you get to go through the hole.
It's not a
Mhm.
bored hole. It's a well-entertained hole.
Wow. Wow.
Jesus.
And with that, we'll take a
Damn.
break. No.
Well, okay, everybody, that's our session for today.
That was one dad joke too many. We've now crossed the border. No. No. As you go into the hole with this little light source in your hand, this glowing rock, the tunnel takes a sharp right-hand turn
Mm-hmm.
and then opens up into another chamber. Right on the edge of that chamber, you end up here.
Oh, so I'm just down the way from them.
Yep. While you're up here, you see this chamber is a lot larger. It reaches off into the corner, and you can see a number of holes. One here, one here, one here, one here. Kind of dot this landscape. Along with
Okay.
the hole that you're out of, obviously.
I'll like, yeah, I'll chuck the stone in like the middle of the room here, and then I'll go back through the tunnel to go back to everybody.
Cool. As you're back in the tunnel after you chuck the stone and you're about to take that sharp turn again, you hear heavy rumbling, and through the side of the hole to the left of you, where
Mhm.
there's just steady rock, you see the rocks begin to crumble, and crackle, and then something kind of like cuts through the rock almost, cutting you off from the group. Like you're walking down the tunnel, this little short tunnel, and it comes in from the left hand side and it like bores straight through the rock, and you just see these massive, sharp teeth, four huge fangs, top and bottom, two each, and then a row of 30 to 50 teeth on each top and bottom,
Hmm.
just a maw as this massive, whatever, massive to you at least, gaping mouth kind of shows up from the tunnel. Um, Red leatherish kind of coloration to it, and what you can see from it. Long pointed antennas is kind of like scrunched up into this tunnel, and you see this massive creature, and it just roars out. It's got the nastiest breath you ever smelled, and the rest of you just hear this commotion from this tunnel. And at this point, I'm gonna need an initiative roll from at least Magnu,
Sure. Yeah.
and we'll say everybody else for funsies. Then we get the dice up, and we'll do the dice thing. Oh no, where's the tracker at?
Yeah. Where the tracker at?
I found you. We're gonna remove all the turns. Alright, we're removing all the turns. Now everybody can click on their token and roll for initiative.
18.
5. Slow for once.
Yeah, I got it.
Initiative. Oh god. I gotta roll for so many other people.
I got Kendron already.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna roll for all the fun people.
We've got Desea.
I would roll for mine, but I can't click the token, so.
God bless you.
God bless you.
You can't click what token? Your token?
Simone's.
Oh bless.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
so-
can't see Simone's token. Let me put it that way.
Oh, 'cause she doesn't have vision. I see. Well, she should definitely have vision.
Well, same thing for Kendron. I can see him because he's standing next to me, but he doesn't have vision.
I
Yeah.
get that. Alright, sorry, what was Simone's?
You want me to roll Simone's?
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
4, got it. Okay. Sorry. That up. Got that. That is the Zilla needs a roll. Where's she at? She's somewhere. I got it. The Zilla roll.
Maryland.
Maryland's got a roll, and then Atlanta's got a roll. Yep. Oh god, Maryland has such a high initiative plus. Jesus Christ.
It did matter.
Didn't help. Yeah.
Fucking that one. Crazy.
Jesus. She still has an 8, okay?
Well, I
That's-
know,
it's-
but it's
yeah,
still
it's
has
still
an
pretty
8.
good.
That's amazingly good for not having shit.
Fazilia
Cool.
and Cade keeping it in theme. Very nice.
Cool. Cecilia and Cade just hear this rumbling going on. I don't even know what either of them would do. Cade is gonna run down here and shout through the hole, seeing if you're okay. Don't know if you can hear it, but it'll echo through the cave, so you can probably hear it in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
He's going to ready an action in case anything comes out of this hole. Thesilia is going to. What can she do? She can probably do fun stuff, right? Protection, healing good, healing spirit, Hunter's mark, constant trace. God, she can't do anything useful. What have I given y'all for characters? These are bad. I give y'all bad characters. She is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get over here and prepare the bow, doing the same thing because the hole is right here. Draw the hole. So that way we know. God bless us, everyone. There's an ellipse. It's a hole.
Hmm.
Cool. Alright, we'll say that is ready turn, ready turn. Magnu, you are face to face with this massive creature.
So it blocked the hole. It blocked my hole in front of me, so I can't get to them. But I could leave the hole back to
Yes.
here if I wanted to.
Yes, technically it's here and you're like here.
Gotcha.
So that's gonna mess everything up lighting wise, so I just moved it.
Oh
one
yeah,
turn.
like yeah.
Alright, now you can see the whole map. Have fun. Yeah, but it's basically right in front of you.
So, I mean, I'm just gonna start off by you're gonna hear a scream come from the tunnel.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and use my demonic scream.
Nice, nice, nice.
Sounds a
What's
bit more girly than usual, but yeah, it's definitely.
what's the save on that?
There's no save. It's just any creature. Yeah, it's until the end of my next turn, until the start of your next turn. You and your allies have advantage on attacks against it,
Oh,
or
whatever.
creatures that can hear it.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my swings at it.
Why is there no save for an advantage roll? I know we've gone over this, but God bless, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Go for it. Swing away. Swing away, little kobold man.
28 to hit.
Just
28
barely.
just hits.
Yeah, just hits, huh? 10 damage,
Nice.
and then swing for my second action. 28 again.
Identical
Cool.
roll.
13 damage,
Okay.
and then I am going to, because I did damage to it. Where are you? You're on my list here. I know you are. Give me 1 second. It's in other. Yeah. Because I did damage, I need a strength saving throw from the creature.
Cool. I rolled a 23.
Jesus. All right, so nothing happened. Oh, let's just scratch that. Fiery chains come up and wrap around it, dealing 7 fire damage, and it breaks out of the chains.
Nice. Cool.
And then I'm gonna back out into the northern tunnel hole here, out of the big hole.
Okay. If
Out of
you're
the little hole.
backing out of the tunnel, it is going to get an opportunity attack on you.
It
so-
will, yeah. Mhm.
Cool.
So we're like there, so I can move 30 feet, right? So do your opportunity attack, and then I'll move. Yeah.
I would do my opportunity attack. Cool. You have a ridiculous AC, don't you?
I
Yes,
do.
it does.
21.
Of course you do. Yeah, he's gonna do the thing. God bless you.
Yeah. And I'm going to move out of the hole 30 feet away from it. So we're like here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So as everybody's looking at the hole, hearing this noise come out, and everybody's like prepared for something to pop out of this hole, so a couple of you just see Magni like skirting around the corner.
There's a
Right.
big red worm thingy. It's mad.
It's mad. I wonder why that is. Cool. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
We're to Kindron and then Cyrus.
Okay, Kindron can hear him shouting from the other side now.
Yes.
All right. He is going to move his. That's 25 feet. Can you give him vision so I can see what he's
Yes, I
seeing?
can. So, dynamic lighting vision. Night vision. 60 feet.
Yeah, sweet. That's 20 feet. That's 10 feet. Can he get a swing on this guy from there? Or is the guy's still inside the tunnel, right?
He can. How many feet can he move?
That's 35.
Jeez. It's inside the tunnel fully, and the
It's
tunnel lamp
inside.
is over here, so kind of
Okay.
around the corner.
All right. That's just movement. Let's see what he has. Yeah, he's just gonna prep a javelin to toss. Or no, he's just gonna prep a melee swing if it comes within his reach on the next turn.
Cool.
And that'll be it for
Okay.
him.
Cyrus, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm coming out the tunnel to the other room. Kind of changed what I was gonna do.
Yeah, you see Magna coming around the corner right as you're ready to go at the tunnel. It's like, oh, you're over here now. What the hell?
I think I'm just gonna do kind of like Kindred's doing, because I mean they've got this side of the tunnel, held down. I'm gonna come kind of the middle of the path to where I can get an angle on this tunnel and just hold an Eldritch Blast. For if I see really anything, I don't know what I'm looking for other than the possible worm thingy. So basically, if I see anything moving that I don't like, I'm just gonna send off.
For sure. Cool. Prepping an Eldritch Blast, you got it. Boom. It is now time for my friend Jim. What is Jim gonna do? Cool. Jim is gonna do this. Actually, no. I cancel that. Don't do that, Jim. You didn't do any of that. Yeah, you're just gonna hear this thing kind of shriek out and just like this awful cry. It's almost bone chilling, and then Warren, beside you to the right side, the ground opens up below you, and you see this thing kind of like just appear from the ground below, raising up and winding up, taking up about half of this cave as it raises its head towards you. And it is going to do fun things.
So, Basilia is going to get her prepared shot, right?
From where? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. So she is going to. She had the longbow drawn. So she's going to shoot it with disadvantage, as that was the prepped action, was to shoot something as soon as she saw it coming up. However, it popped up literally right beside her, so we're going to roll this with disadvantage. 13 is going to miss. As she pulls the longbow.
Scratch that. No, my scream's still going on. So regular.
No, regular. So 19 is going to hit. Cool. Perfect.
Sorry.
So she just like pulls the longbow. No, you're perfect. Thank you. Keep me apprised of the rules. She pulls the longbow, shoots it at this thing. Regular longbow. Cool. Bet. Alright. It takes the arrow to the face and just kind of rears up anyway. You can see these large teeth kind of like circulating around, almost like shifting in its mouth, and the big claws as it comes up towards you. It is going to use. I want to make sure I'm reading this right. One. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's got to grapple first. Interesting. That's fun.
Where's Vorn?
One.
Vorn.
He's back here. With
They would be
Basilia.
up here
Oh,
technically.
there we go. Okay.
Sorry. Let's see. What's most effective? And
Shit, I didn't
measure
roll his
thing.
initiative.
This one. Alright, cool. I apologize. I've never seen this creature before in my life. It's almost like I didn't bring it here to the table. Cool. It is going to make a multiple attack. And it is going to attack at Warren. Attempt to bite you. 14.
That misses.
Of course it does. It always rolls advantage. It's fine. I really want that 20, but I'm gonna roll it fair. 20 would be great right now, but we're not gonna do that to you. Hit him. Come on, you bastard.
Nope.
You pasty fuck. Cool. It is going to bite out twice at you. And does it have anything else? And it's going to attempt to grapple you with the last move it has.
Okay.
That is a contested strength check, I believe? Or is it an attack roll? No, it's a contested strength check, right?
It might be strength or athletics. Yeah.
Strength athletics. That's what I thought. That is not what I meant to do.
Can you contest?
Um,
Can't contest with acrobatic because it's a.
No, because it's
Yeah.
grapple versus.
Yep. Go ahead.
So it is going to attempt to grapple you with a 22.
Yeah, that's probably gonna work. I got 12.
Cool. So it will latch onto you and grapple onto you with multiple of its mandibles, kind of like latching onto you and your armor specifically. And you can see the teeth kind of like hover down over towards your armor.
Yeah.
And you can almost like see this acid kind of dripping out of its mouth as it looms in towards you, about to make a bite. That being its turn, it is now Athana's turn. Athana, sensing this thing show up, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because she's a fast girl, is going, and she's still got movement for days. Jesus. Actually, she would know what flanking advantage is. She's going to do that. To get
We'll
in the
still.
right direction.
We'll all have advantage until Magnus' turn.
Oh,
Correct.
that's true too. I forget about that. Everybody has advantage. Everybody.
Everybody has advantage.
And you get advantage. And you get advantage. And then you get advantage. I don't know. I'm gonna click it 4 times and I'm wrong with that. How many times did it roll it? Way too many. No. Alright, 22 hits. 22 hits. That is an amount of piercing damage. 17 piercing damage. Jesus, this thing is not a happy camper. Cool. Slashy slash. Slash around. And then she has things to do still. Yes, she has 2 attacks per action. And then as a bonus action, she's going to come around with a short sword. Swing with that twice. Jesus, natural ones, but thank God advantage. So 2 more damage with the short sword, which is going to be cut. Perfect. Athana comes in swinging blades out. Then it is to Marilyn. Where did Vorn and them roll into initiative, or did we get those dice done?
Vorn is not rolled in yet.
He's not rolled in. Yeah, that was my bad.
No, you're good. That's sweet.
All right, cool. We're like right next to each other, so
Nor is Diasa.
I rolled her.
Oh,
15.
you did. You did. Cool.
I couldn't select her token, so
I
Then-
see, I got you. Sick. Right. Taking my turn. Not a 41, a 15. Let's call it a 15. Alright, sorry. So, in the interest of things, we're gonna say Josiah can have their turn off, and then we'll go to Vorn, and then we're back on track. What's Josiah doing?
where is she? I can't see her. This one? Okay. And as far as we know, the creature is over here still.
Yeah, it's over here. She would be able to see that with your vision. I just gave her vision, but she's still not under your control, which is problematic. Why can't I do that? There we go. Now you should have control.
Is there room in that room to maneuver, like for her to get in there and?
I mean, she could, if she's got the movement.
Okay. She should have it.
How many feet can she move? Jesus Christ. She's got like 25, right?
I'm looking. Really
I know
going
these
blind at the
doors-
moment. Where is it?
Movement speed is your walking speed, up by your proficiency bonus on character.
By your armor class, right in the middle, up top.
Right beside the empty inspiration box.
Jesus, there it is. 25.
You got 25 feet. You get right up into the fray of things, but not quite
Move
there.
her here.
And what you,
She's gonna cast. I'm gonna cast something with her since she's the.
she's the magic one. Born, Marilyn, and Nimloth are on deck.
Well, never mind.
Hold an attack action or do something
Yeah,
other than that.
I'll hold an attack action if it comes close enough to her, because everything she's got would move everybody around her.
Oh, that's so much fun. That's the best type of D&D to play. It's fun.
AOE.
Angry AOE
AOE's over
dwarf.
here.
Cool. So hold an attack action for if anything
She'll hold a
comes
green
in.
flame blade attack with the Warhammer.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. Vorn.
All right. He's going to use his he's just going to stand right there.
Cool.
And he's going to use his crossbow to shoot him, to kill him. And it's advantage, right?
It
Or
is with
no.
advantage until the start of Magdu's next turn.
Okay. Oof.
How many attack actions does Vorm have for attack?
He can do 2, I believe.
So technically
Yeah.
with a bonus action you could reload the crossbow.
Yeah. So
Alright, shoot
I'm
him
gonna
then.
do that. And again. There we go.
23 hits.
Yeah.
Perfect.
For 3 damage. Nice.
Freaking got him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got him.
He's like,
Good job.
yeah. Like you're doing work. That's when I inform the leader from the back row. Sweet. That's awesome. Anything else on Vorm's turn?
No. He's just gonna stand there heroically.
Standing heroically, I love it. She really doesn't have a ranged weapon. Kind of want. Oh, she does. Never mind. She's gonna stand from the back line and fire. It's not gonna fire 4 times, is it? 23 would hit. And the subsequent reload and roll. 18 will also hit. Cool. 8 more points of damage to this guy. Not looking the greatest. Minus 8. You can hear this thing screaming right above you, Warren, as it keeps getting penetrated and hit by all these manner of weapons and arrows and bolts and everything going off all around you all at once, and just this like flurry of oh shit moment.
Mhm.
We're at Nimloth.
Alright, Nimloth is going to guiding bolt this bastard.
Nice.
Yeah, with
Uh,
advantage. Do it.
yeah.
To it.
Advantage. Hey.
Nice. For 24 damage. Cool.
Sir.
Nice, nice, nice. Fuck yes. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. You shoot this guiding bolt at this creature. Warren, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. All right.
Nice. So the guiding bolt hits the creature in the face, and you just see all the life kind of like slump out of its body. The mandibles kind of like close in around you, and it begins to fall forward towards you, like it's falling on top of you, and you just manage to shift you and your armor out of the way as this thing collapses onto the ground.
Sweet.
Soloed.
Jesus Christ. Now that you can kind of see this thing, now that it's slumped up limply, it was still kind of tucked in the hole slightly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all of 15 feet long.
Yikes.
Massive armored creature with razor sharp teeth. Lies dead before you.
Nice.
Magni would walk up to it, wherever it may be. I'm sorry, I've lost it. Or did you? Oh, okay,
It has disappeared, yeah.
gotcha. Do I detect any shinies in its belly?
That's an interesting question.
Oh,
You detect. Actually, I need to check a thing now. Now you maybe do work. Thanks, guy.
He.
not a problem, brother.
You're the best. Where are you at? Why can't I find you? Oh, I really deleted it. Like it's gone. That's not great. Oh, it's an Undermountain. Never mind. Let's see. What does it have in its chest? It is a metal-hungry creature. It does have acid spray, so it might be digesting metal as it eats. You don't sense anything of valuable material, mineral, or worth
Okay.
from the creature. It seems like there's a faint, like there probably used to be something valuable there. It's at this point probably all been corroded by its digestive system.
Understood.
Any magic items that this asshole ate?
No magic items.
Fortunate.
It actually, as a creature, by the Lord, detests magical items.
Huh.
It only eats uncommon metals.
Warren will smack it in the head. And
I think your lucky armor didn't eat you.
yeah, dust himself off. Oh, he had plans. Warren had plans.
Cool. The cave grows quiet again. You knock around this limp megapede's body for a moment, fishing around it. Then all's quiet again. A few moments go by. You feel the tremor happen again. It's louder this time. It's more violent this time, but then it settles. And all of you in all the different points in the cave that you're currently kind of like sparsed out at all feel the shaking. It's not isolated.
I guess we keep going.
Yeah.
He's gonna dust himself off a little bit.
Cool.
Walk on down the. He's just gonna walk into this chamber, see if he detects or sees anything.
Nope, and it's just an empty hollow.
Sweet.
Just
Yeah.
for ease of things, I'm going to keep all four of the ones that I have to move together because it feels
Yeah.
fun for me.
Seems right.
Magnus,
Do we
you got
see the
four.
torch at the end of this hallway?
I was
here?
gonna say the globe in the distance.
After an hour, I mean, what can you see map-wise? Can you see a light from that distance? So if you can see a light from that distance, then you see a torch.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we
can
got a
see
straight
above
shot
in
to
that
there.
direction. Yep. Warren, as you look down this secondary cave,
Mm-hmm.
You see a large pile of skeletons in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
all wearing some sort of armor, all about 4 to 5 feet tall.
Fuck.
Some 3 feet tall, some a little shorter. And it's just a massive pile of maybe 20 skeletons of what used to be soldiers or warriors clad in armor. Just piled up in the corner right there.
Yeah, I mean, Warren will walk up to them with Kindred in tow. Kindred is stuck in the wall for some reason.
They're stuck in the wall.
He'll just say a dwarvish prayer over these guys. I'm assuming he also doesn't detect anything magical on them.
No magical detections there.
Mhm.
As you hold on a second.
Sorry. There you go.
No, now we've captured Cyrus as well. Everybody captured. You're in the room, checking the things, doing the things, saying a prayer. The rest of the group continuing to walk. We'll say Warren somewhere in here. We'll say my four have kind of made it up to here.
Oops. Gotcha.
I'll say my four taking the back one. That's fine. Okay. Cool. As this is happening, that pile of about 20 or so skeletons begins to shift and move.
Sweet.
You hear this grinding on metal sound. And the pile shifts, the bones kind of clink, a couple of the femurs and, random bones just kind of like fall off of the pile. And then you see something that, just even in the lighting that you're in, looks large and larvae-ish. Probably about medium sized. Kind of like rummaging through and kind of like popping out of almost a set of bones and skeletons. And you see another and another kind of like rummaging through and like surfacing from this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has a piece of chainmail kind of like stuck into its mouth, and you can just see it kind of like slowly eating it, almost like somebody who's like spooning in spaghetti and just like doing it like kind of thing with the chainmail as it begins to eat this, and you can see the material corroding almost in active time.
Cool.
You see 4 rust monsters as they are in this pile of jank. And they notice that you have a lot of metal on you.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to need at least Warren to roll initiative. Just give me one second. We're going to track her back
Iron
up.
Man has a lot of metal on him.
Yeah.
No, never.
Hell yeah.
In the interest of not rolling everybody, that seems like a lot. I'm going to roll for them, and we can keep initiative order unless anybody's got an objection to that.
I'm fine with that.
Well,
I'm
if
happy
I
to
could
roll.
re-roll, since I rolled a 5 and I'm the one like right up in the shit of this.
All right. So let's that's fine. That's fine. I will let you re-roll because everybody's on old initiative. Everybody's walking the hall. Warren, you need to re-roll your initiative. I'm going to take you out of the turn order. You can do it later.
Sweet.
Nobody else, not even Kindred, gets to re-roll. Just you.
Fuck yeah.
Just
17.
you.
Because I feel bad for you. I was like 2 seconds away from clicking remove all turns like an idiot. Perfect. Which I happily would have done. Cool. So we're gonna say surprise round. Cause you're there. What did you roll?
17.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Good for you. We're gonna say surprise round. You guys are the only ones in the room. Everybody's turn will commence after this. Warren, what do you do as you see 4 rust monsters in front of you?
Oh, poor rust monsters. Um,
Large, nasty looking larvae things.
is there?
Cute.
Yeah.
Cuddly
Yummy.
and adorable.
Can we keep one?
Yeah, I wanna
I'm
name one.
sure you could.
You can wake up to it nibbling on Specs every day.
This Specs' little baby rust monster pet.
Oh yeah. My fave.
Why does your armor have holes in it? It's so weird.
No reason.
That's my little
No
closet
reason at all.
mouth.
Aerodynamics.
Yes. So I can
Fungible.
fly.
Gets hot in
Mm.
there, you know.
Yeah.
All right. I aim a thunder wave at these assholes. I should be able to catch 3 of them in a 15-foot cone.
Yep.
Doing my angle. And just go ahead and display that. I need a DC 18 Constitution saving throw from the 3 on the left.
Um, 1 succeeds, 2 fail.
Okay. The 2 that fail are shoved 10 feet away from me.
Mhm.
And
Back into a wall.
they're going to take 13 damage each.
Nice.
The one that saved will only take half, so 7 or 6, depending on how you roll.
Got it. Boom. Cool.
Which 2 failed? These guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to telekinetically shove this guy. That's also going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Strength. It's strength. It's a DC 18 strength saving
Yeah,
throw.
you rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And he has moved 5 feet away from me.
Ooh. 10 feet, you said. Got
Yep.
it. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, now you got some space.
Got some space. I can move. I'm going to back up. I'm going to yell at Kindren. If his axe is not magical, basically, don't hit it. Don't hit them. Let's see. I can move 35 feet, right?
You can move 35.
Yeah. I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna shout to everybody that they're rust monsters. And that's my turn.
Cool. After the shout, we'll say we'll just jump into initiative.
Sweet.
Kind of triggering thing. Cyrus, you hear Warren kind of running, clanking down the hall. Rust monsters behind me, blah, 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 whatever. What are you doing?
I can see them, correct?
Yes. They are in between bits of bone and armor, but that's not really going to give a whole lot of extra cover for a ranged attack or something like that. Most magic will be able to hit normally.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hex.
Which
and
one?
Then I'm going
Closest
on
one?
just the closest one, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Yep. Bop, bop. That hits. That hits.
And then is it Hex on both or just one hit? I can't remember.
It's Hex on. I think Hex is once per turn.
Yep.
Cool. So you focus on this one and you just blast it, and you hit it, and it kind of like the force in which you hit it with these Eldritch Blasts, pop, pop. The first one kind of blows away the bones that are covering it and guarding it, and the second one you just hit it and you see it lift up off the ground and fly into the back wall, and then just fall down to the ground.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
I'm just gonna stay put.
Nice. Kindred.
Kindren's gonna rage.
Rage.
Yeah, bonus action. And he's gonna shout, "I'm no coward, but I love my axe."
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna throw a javelin back
Oh,
at them.
no. Javelin consumption.
That's a 7. 7 damage. I assume a 23 hits or 24 hits.
23 does hit. 7 damage. Got it.
Let me see. What does rage give me? +2 to that.
Okay. Cool. So that does the damage. As the javelin hits the creature.
It's 20 feet.
Um,
He's got another. He's still got a little bit movement left.
yeah. Cool. So the weapon hits the creature, and then immediately as it's like stuck into it, you can see the spear kind of like start to warp and bend slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was 9 damage total, and then he's just gonna shift the additional 15 feet back towards this hallway.
He's eaten by a spider.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cool. Athana blindly doesn't know where these things are. Is going to rush up defensively and jump into here. Still can't sense them. I'll hold an attack action in case anything's coming towards you guys. Fun friend. How far do you move, guy?
They're fast.
Yeah, they are.
Underground bullshit.
Oh, they're super fast. Coming up here and it's going to bite at Magdu.
Um,
Because you're in the way. You're in the way, sir. Oh,
am
no.
I though?
I mean, for what it's going for, yeah. Athana's in the way, too. 50-50 roll, who's in the way more? Because it wants Warren.
Um,
Warren mutters that the other two are also wearing plate mail.
I mean, I'm down. You can hit me. It's all good.
No, I am, but I was rolling to see
Oh.
what would hit you or hit Athana. Boom. What move does it have? It just has that.
I
Oh,
just know
that's
I'd
so
be
messed
getting
up.
lectures.
That's so messed up. What a creature this is. That natural one's probably not going to hit.
Either of us.
Especially you.
Yeah.
So it goes to bite out at you, and it is going to whiff horribly. Then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. Where is my dexterity?
Under D for dexterity.
Yeah. 5.
Nice. So you dodge out of the way of this. Whew, ducking out. You are. Oh no. You're wearing plate mail? Are you wearing any armor at all? You're not wearing armor, are you?
He's wearing plate mail.
Wait. Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
the three frontliners are all wearing plate.
Just figured I'd ask. So as it bites at you and misses, it swings its antennas around and they kind of like scrape against your plate mail. Your plate mail takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to the AC it offers, as the armor has been touched by the rust monsters and permanent.
Okay. How do I guess I adjust the plate armor? Can I do that?
Before you do all that,
Mm-hmm.
would Athana's opportunity attack
Donna would get an opportunity attack. She might kill this thing
the
before that
the
goes off.
prepared? Yes, kill it before it even gets a swipe.
Yes, you would. Let's see about that. So it would be the attack action.
Which gets her 2 swipes, yeah?
I think it would, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Correct. If it's an attack, it's 2 hits. Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. That's Donna saving the day.
Fuck yeah, look at that.
Like,
Saving
yeah.
Magnus armor is. There you go. Cool. None of that happens, as Athana gets it as soon as it comes in range and kills the little bastard.
Oh yeah.
With her magical item, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Both of her, both,
and
yeah,
one
either or, they're
carry.
both magical.
Rust metal, any non-magical weapon made of metal has the yeah, cool, perfect. That so it takes no penalty. Rust monster is dead. Perfect. Saving the day. Then we are on to Vorn.
Born is going to push past Nimloth. Oh god.
Mhm.
I don't even
So-
see where any of them are.
So packed.
Yeah, it's packed, but
A lot of
I don't
people.
have vision on Born either.
Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. I got you.
Okay.
Listen to
There we go. Beautiful. Just gonna scoop past.
Yep.
He's gonna like kind of sit on this ledge here. You can see these people, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or monsters,
You
whatever.
can see the monster.
All right. And then he's going to launch his crossbow to this one.
Nice. See what you got.
Oh, did not mean to roll that advantage. Shit.
That's fine. I was gonna miss.
Okay. And he's gonna bonus action reload, then fire again.
Oh, damn.
This time.
This time's gonna hit. No, it's not.
Or not. Jesus.
The important part
Uh,
is you try. You know what I'm
You
saying?
tried
did,
both,
yeah.
and you tried real hard. And got real far. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. It's gonna
Maryland
stand
is
there.
going to run up and just chill. Rust monsters. Yeah, no, fuck that. What is she got? She doesn't have any like range shit, does she?
Got a magical flying sword she could throw in there.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of work.
Is it a magical boomerang sword? That was the question.
Pretty much.
Dancing broadsword. Oh, I know what that does.
It moves around as it wishes.
Yeah, it does what it do.
It does what it do.
It does what it do, and I think that's exactly what it's gonna do. That's exactly what it's gonna do. It's a familiar and a summon, so we'll call it a summon. 10, 15, 20, 25. Can't quite get there. She's going to throw the sword and it is going to fly 30 feet and be hovering in the room.
Sweet.
That is her turn. Rust monster, you get to move and do things and be part of the world. It is going to crawl its way across the wall and up, and it is going to. Oh god, it's right there. So angry. Why is it so angry? There we go. It is going to attack at the. Hopefully it might do what it's supposed to do. Can you work for me, Rust Monster? Can you work one time? That's all I ask.
Nope.
Why, Rustmon? Why?
Why have you done this to me, Rust Monster? Why?
fuck.
Oh,
Nice.
I don't know. I'm just checking to make sure she didn't have anything that can fix that.
I'm gonna see if anything I can fix that.
Sweet buff. So
Warren's got one more reaction.
your base weapon speed increases. Alert. No. Mobile.
This isn't an attack, right?
Nah, it's just a saving throw thing.
Yeah. It's just her making the saving throw.
Warren's gonna use his last flash of genius and just +5 that. That makes a difference. Her dexterity saving throw. Instead of 12.
Instead of 12. Okay. What does that look like when you intercede? If basically if the thing was trying to bite at her and missing, and then the antenna is kind of like fling into motion, like it's about to rub against her armor. How do you intercede?
Some of the plates that Warren uses that like slide into place to give him bonus hit points.
Mhm.
Some of those fly off and kind of like clamp onto her as a temporary shield, and then they fall after the attack.
Cool. That's the end of its turn. Nimla, you're up.
God, it's crowded. Okay, can I see it just standing right here?
Yes, you can see. it
Okay.
standing there.
All right. I'm just gonna reach over
If nothing
there.
else, you can see they're fighting it. Yeah, you can see where it is.
Okay. I'm gonna try to charm it.
Okay.
Can I
Do
even
what?
charm it?
How do you
Yeah.
charm it? What is it?
By doing this.
Charm monster.
You attempt to charm a creature you see within range.
But we're fighting it, so it has advantage on the save, doesn't it?
That's fine.
Yeah,
Do we have advantage on the save?
It will.
it does.
It
Yeah.
will. Oh shit. Okay.
See the dice. See where they may.
All right.
What's the
Fuck it.
save?
Wall of fire. No, I'm just kidding.
What is the what's the DC?
Um. God, it's. What is the DC?
Can
It
be at the
should
top
be
of your
spell
action.
save DC on your
Spells tab you.
spell save.
Wisdom 16. I
Nice.
think. Yeah.
Nice. With disadvantage, right?
Advantage.
Advantage.
Or with advantage on it, right? Boom.
Yeah.
And wisdom. Shit. Okay, so you have a friendly rust monster,
Woo!
or it is friendly to you for the time being.
Okay.
The charmed creature must what? If it fails to save throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature is friendly when the spell ends. Creature knows it was charmed by you. Cool. Yeah, it's friendly towards you.
Cool. I say to the group, guys, wait. It's afraid.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope. That's my
Simone
turn.
is somewhere in this cluster, way down here. Who got Simone?
oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Where is Simone? I mean, I haven't moved Simone because I can't move Simone. So
You're just making my day.
yeah.
You're just making my day, Mag. Now, well, here you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. And because she's a small, you get vision too. Because I'm a graceful god. She's also not listed as Simone. She's fake Simone.
Um,
Now she has a name.
I just can't really do much
She can't.
from here. I mean, she can get in close. Um, we're gonna get ready to help if she needs to. She can't really do anything, so.
Sounds good.
All right, I
Okay.
gotta go soon, guys.
Yeah, we're about to get done with this, and then we can
All right.
kind of call it. Cool. It is now the rust monster's turn. The one who's not charmed, and it is going to skitter in and behind of the rocks, disappear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we have a friend. Quickly, we must befriend it. Who has scrap metals on them?
Warren has scrap metal.
Oh my. Yeah, we're
Warren's
basically out of
unlocked. I guess
initiative
we could
order. This
feed him.
one is not going to fight you. It's
For an
yours
hour.
For an hour.
I mean, could we get it to just scatter or like scutter away? Like shoo shoo.
Yeah.
I
you just
I
do it.
have an idea.
What's your idea?
Uh-oh.
I looked to Warren. Do you have bombs?
Do I have bombs?
Oh no. Oh no, you monsters. Why do I do these things for you? Why do I give you all gifts? I see
Maybe.
the scenario in my head.
Maybe.
God damn it.
Maybe possibly.
Maybe
You might have
possibly I
bombs?
might have bombs.
Yeah.
All right. I want you to feed as many bombs as you can to this funny little creature,
Well,
and then I'm gonna try to coerce it to go into the big cavern with the giant flying spider.
Warren doesn't have bombs, but he does have 4 vials of acid that he
Mm,
could strap to the outside of this thing. So if and when it gets eaten, they're gonna shatter and do their thing.
perfect.
Interesting.
What say you, DM?
I mean, it's your little rust monster and your 4 bottles of acid and a piece of rope or something like that. It's a viable move.
Sweet. I got plus
You have
13 on crafting. I've got plenty of scraps in the
You have
infinity bag.
now kind of worked out a confused, charmed rust monster that now has a
Suicide vest.
bullet belt kind of wraparound of 4 acid vials.
Mm-hmm. I go retrieve some of the metal out of the pile and create like a carrot on a stick.
So as you're doing that, it is friendly towards you. It is going to follow you all the way to the pile
Okay.
and then like be trying to like nip at you, not like aggressively, but just like playfully, kind of dog type thing. And
Sweet.
you come back and bring the scraps and just kind of like lead it with the scrap in front of you. And for some reason, it doesn't turn around and bite the metallic thing that's standing behind it. It goes with the little scrap that's on a string.
Sweet. Yep. I'm gonna strap that to its back as well, with it hanging out in front of it, so it'll
Goes for
walk
the appetizer
into
instead of the meal behind it.
Walking straight.
walk into the spider thingy.
Oh god.
He's a martyr.
He goes into the spider thingy and keeps walking forward.
Sweet. I'm gonna stay about however far enough back to see what happens.
Yeah,
but
I'm coming with him because I want to see what
not to be in
happens.
the room.
I'll drag everybody. Everybody comes to the party.
Yeah, let's see this happen.
Cool. So with the torchlight in the room and this
Yeah.
thing wandering across the floor, you see for a second just like a shadow come off of the top of the caved wall where it normally is. The rust monster, as you can see it kind of like piddling along, finally finds a way to like raise its head up vertically enough that the string dips down just so it can kind of like get its mouth on the thing right about the time it hits a rock on the other side of the wall. Bumps into it and kind of like rolls back on its back, and you can just see this thing like consuming a little piece of metal. Happy, smiley rust monster, if you will. Belly up, just rolling around, doing what it do as a rust monster. For something swoops down, and this sleek, kind of like glistening red leather scales of this creature kind of land beside it, and you see almost faster than a whip crack, slender tail kind of whips around, striking once, and then it proceeds to take the creature with its large claw, take it in one hand, the little bug seemingly lifeless, and just flies back up to its roost area, off into this direction.
Goodbye,
Sweet.
friend.
Anyone who can see up in that direction, if you decide to peer around the corner and look up, you can see this large, well, medium-sized lizard-like creature in most feature with 8 legs and 8 eyes and 2 silk silver wings, kind of wrapping up the larvae in a massive set of web. And as you all see that, that's where we're going to end the session because Lilith has to roll.
Sweet.
For visual sake, because you all have been such good friends, we are going to show off the guy. Where's the
guy?
guy?
The guy.
The thing you all have seen,
Oh.
which I don't have an image for, which is weird. Isn't that weird?
I thought you
Very
shared
weird.
it to Nimloth earlier.
Oh, I did. That's why I shared
Mhm.
it to everybody. And that's why we're going to share it to everybody. You all see this friend.
Oh, what the?
Oh my.
I hate that.
That's cool as fudge.
Yeah, dude. That's some dragonfly spider motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Elon
Spider.
Smog had a baby.
Yeah.